Hey everybody, it's been a few days since I posted. It's not that I've forgotten about everybody or had little content. It's actually the opposite. I've just been really busy turning the garden over and getting it ready for winter. It was so cold last week. We had rain and it was wonderful. And I thought, oh, I'll get so much done. The cool weather's here to stay. No, it just got hot again. This week has been back up into high 80s, and it's just been unusually really hot. So trying to get everything done has been a task, but I would say about 95% done now, and I'm really happy about it. I just got the cauliflower in, and all the root vegetables are going, and I even managed to clean out the attic over the weekend, which I didn't want to do, but had to be done. Brought down all of the fall decor, and just really excited for the seasons to start changing. But I've been thinking about everybody and a lot of things going on in the news, and thought, well, we'll have to talk, because even while we're still busy, well, two things I wanted to bring up, one of which was every time I've had a chance to talk to you guys, family has come over, or we've gone out and visited people, or a phone call or something, and I'm trying to teach myself to stop everything and just enjoy the company and enjoy the family time, and not think a minute about the stuff that's looming, like the chores. To not think they're going to be there. Those chores are going to still be there. They're not going anywhere. They're just going to be lurking, waiting. So why choose that over people who don't last forever, you know? So spending some time with some family and stuff, and today my son came over and we got to visit in the garden, and it was great. It was great. And it was a well-needed break from just the monotony of chores. And then he went home, and then I started to get back to the chores, and I started thinking about everything that's going on with the potential strike on the East and Gulf Coasts. And I did some little bit of research about it. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Biden's not doing anything to enforce it. Well, he didn't last time either. I think he just sent somebody over to mediate and help them kind of discuss some ways to resolve the issues. I think that's all he did the last time. And I think if he does that again, that would be great. That'd be great. Let me fix my camera a little bit. From what I understand, those longshoremen and the other workers have been dealing with the high cost of inflation and lifestyle changes and things on the East Coast, which is extraordinarily expensive, and haven't had much of a pay raise. I think 32% is what they got the last time that they were at the end of their contracts. And so here now we're that's happening again. And I think they're asking for lifestyle needs. And I feel it's sad that they have to go to this extreme to get to that. I don't know much more than that. I do know that, from what I understand, places like Costco, that's a big store, so I would bring that one up first, gets a majority of their product overseas. And those ports bring in about 1 million containers a month. So think about it. When they think that this strike is coming, do you think these companies overseas are just going to keep on sending stuff and keep on sending stuff, potentially seeing it sit in the ocean and just sit, or sit in a port and not be shipped? This is going to cost everybody money. So there's already been a slowdown, is what I'm trying to say, of product because of the potential of a strike. There's already a slowdown that's starting to happen. If they're closed for even 2 weeks, if that strike goes on for even 2 weeks, it's going to take months and months to recoup and recover from that. So my question to you is, how bad does it have to be before you get into a prepping state of mind? How bad? Do you really want to play, a game of roulette with that? I mean, the whole point of prepping would be to try to maintain a consistent lifestyle that you're used to as best as possible, so that you aren't trying to figure out what to do. Say if you're used to eating out all the time, if that's all you do is constantly eat out, and this happens, and well, you think restaurants are going to be getting deliveries? I don't think so. You're going to have to figure something out for yourself instead of just going to the restaurants. Think about that ahead of time. If you're always bringing home pre-made food, freezer foods, do you think the freezers are going to stay full? Basically, you're going to have to get back down to an ingredient state of mind and putting things together yourself, because that's how you buy bulk food, and that's how it works best, is by getting it in bulk, putting it together yourself. It'll get you by longer. So if we go into a situation coming into the fall where things are becoming scarce and people are starting to get concerned, I would say some people would panic. You want to be out in those masses shopping for what there is? I understand we have warehouses, and I understand that there's some supply that probably will seem like it's okay for a while. Do you really want to play that game? I don't want to play that game. I would rather have some peace knowing that, okay, well, we're not going to see this and that in the store for a while, or there's going to be a slowdown of this. I'm just telling you my perspective, because what ifs aren't, I ain't about the bad part of what ifs. I want to be, okay, what next? Not just what if and then panic. I want to be like, what if and what's next? So I don't know if you're keeping up with that. I know it seems like a really sad thing to address. It's a beautiful day. We're heading into fall, which, you know, I'm a girl, so it's one of my favorite things is fall. How unusual. But what a downer to have to talk about this stuff, right? But we do. We have to address it. If you don't, then you're playing a little game with your family and with yourself that's just unhealthy. So think about it. It's still not too late. You can get into the store and get some things. Canned goods, rice, get some beans. Dried beans are the best way to go because there's so much, and then you can keep that longer shelf life, and it's just not a bad idea. I don't see why anybody wouldn't put that kind of insurance invested into their house. I just don't understand. Every year we'll go and hit Hobby Lobby and get our holiday decor, or we'll go and pumpkin spice is out. It's time for pumpkin spice lattes. Nothing gets in our way. We'll go and have those traditions, but when it comes to preparing, it's almost like you're a freak if you even bring it up. But people used to stock up for the winter all the time. It was a normal thing. You just prepare for the winter. It's like that cartoon. Do you guys remember Porky Pig? When he was prepping all summer long, harvesting his garden in the fall, and then putting all of his food in his shelter, or what was it? Like he had like I don't know, his food storage. You'd have to see it. Great cartoon. And then he had these two neighbors, these dogs, they're sitting on their porch and they're rocking in the rocking chairs watching Porky Pig work, and they're just singing this song, "Working can wait. This is paradise, having nothing to do, taking it easy too." I think that's so funny because it's today's state of mind. People just don't want to deal with it. And then when crap hit the fan, those two dogs were at Porky Pig's door Oh, we're just a couple of hungry guys. Well, they ate him out of house and home. Which side do you want to be on? Your side? I would hope so. So that's it. I just wanted to talk about that. The garden is about 95% turned over, ready to go for winter. I'm really happy about that. It's so weird because I still have tomatoes coming, but I've already planted my cauliflower and my broccoli. I'm just waiting for the tomatoes to kind of finish up what they're doing so I can put some lettuce and spinach in and cabbage. But the onions are in, garlic is in, all the roots are in, and I mean, it's cleaned up. There's some empty spots, but that's okay. They're ready for next year. We've got the back of the property. I cleaned that all out yesterday, so that's all done, and I was cussing the whole time. It's a horrible chore. And I call the back of my property the Badlands because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the Badlands on The Lion King. Same thing. It's awful. It's awful. And it gets so dry, it's just gold. All of the foliage, the grass, the weeds, everything turns the same shade of gold. And I just can't stand it, but it had to be kind of cut back because before you know it, we're going to be having snow come, and I did not want to deal with that crap in the snow. So anyway, I've been thinking about you guys, just been doing a lot of work, getting everything done, and thinking about maintaining a good frame of mind in the event that things October 1st, you know, come and go and they're not great. The news ain't great. Even a couple of days is not good. But we should all be praying that they get this stuff fixed. I don't see our government allowing that to go on too long. I want to say that I think that they would do something to stop it because it's just such a bad thing, potentially. But I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that little roulette game of what if. I want to do what's next. And I hope you guys do too. So anyhow, like and share with like-minded people. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. It's beautiful out. It is. It's just a little too hot for me. I can't wait for the cold weather, but we're almost there. No complaints. First day of fall. Goodbye, summer. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.